Hey, Vikings faithful, Skull Nation, what's good? Buckle up, because today we're diving into the juiciest quarterback drama swirling around our Minnesota Vikings as we head into the 2025 NFL season. The rumor mill has been churning about none other than Aaron Rodgers, yes, that Aaron Rodgers, and whether he could have been our guy. But hold up, is there any truth to this buzz? Or are we all in on our young gun, McCarthy? Let's break it down, scene by scene, with all the passion of a U.S. Bank Stadium roar. Drop a comment below, would you have wanted Rodgers in purple, or are you all about the McCarthy era? Let's get into it. Picture this. It's early 2025, and the NFL offseason is buzzing like a beehive. The Minnesota Vikings, our pride and joy, are fresh off a season where we showed the league what Skull is all about. But the big question on everyone's mind? Who's leading us under center in 2025? Early rumors had Aaron Rodgers, the four-time MVP and former Packers legend, linked to our Vikings. I mean, can you imagine the chaos of Rodgers trading his cheese head for a horned helmet? It's the kind of storyline that gets every fan's blood pumping. But here's the thing, those rumors started fading fast. Sources like Newsweek reported that while Rodgers was intrigued by Minnesota, the Vikings front office had other plans. Why? Because we've got a new sheriff in town, and his name is McCarthy. The kid from Michigan, drafted to be our future, was already turning heads in practice. So what's the deal with these Rodgers whispers? Was there ever a real shot? Let's set the stage. Rodgers is a free agent, still unsigned, and reportedly eyeing the Pittsburgh Steelers. But some folks wondered if he was holding out for us, hoping Minnesota might change their mind. Spoiler alert, this dream is looking more like a mirage. Stick with me as we unpack this saga. Now, let's talk about why Rodgers to Minnesota sounded like a match made in football heaven. Think about it. Kevin O'Connell, one of the sharpest play callers in the NFL, drawing up plays for a guy like Rodgers? That's a recipe for fireworks. Plus, 9 dome games at U.S. Bank Stadium every year. Perfect for a 41-year-old QB who loves a controlled environment. Fans on X were losing their minds, with posts like Ed Rossini's March 12th scoop saying Rodgers was intrigued by the Vikings. The thought of Rodgers facing his old team, the Green Bay Packers, twice a year in purple and gold? Oh man, that would have been must-see TV. Imagine him slinging TDs to Justin Jefferson while sticking it to the cheeseheads at Lambeau. The hype was real, and you could feel the electricity in the air. But here's where the plot thickens. Despite the buzz, the Vikings brass wasn't biting. Why pass on a legend like Rodgers? It's all about the long game, Vikings fans. Let's dive deeper into what's driving this decision. Let's zoom in on McCarthy, our QB of the future. This kid's got the arm, the brains, and the grit to lead the Vikings for years to come. Drafted in 2024, McCarthy showed flashes of brilliance in his rookie season, and Kevin O'Connell is all in on molding him into a superstar. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler on The Dan Patrick Show, the Vikings made it crystal clear. McCarthy is the guy. No Rodgers, no drama. Just a young stud ready to take the reins. This isn't just blind faith. McCarthy's college stats at Michigan speak for themselves. 2,991 passing yards and 22 touchdowns in his final season, leading the Wolverines to a national title. The kid thrives under pressure, and O'Connell's system is tailor-made for his skill set. You pair that with weapons like Jefferson, Addison, and maybe even a healthy TJ Hawkinson. Watch out, NFL. So why no Rodgers? It's simple, our front office is betting on youth over a one-year rental. But was there ever a moment where Rodgers could have changed the game for us? Let's explore that next. Rewind to March 2025, when the Rodgers to Vikings rumors were at their peak. Posts on X, like one from @Vikings fanpage on March 15th, had fans dreaming of a blockbuster move. The idea was tantalizing. A veteran QB who's seen it all, paired with a coach who's a quarterback whisperer. Rodgers himself reportedly told The Athletic he was hoping Minnesota might come calling. But the Vikings decision-makers, led by GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Coach O'Connell, stayed cool-headed. They'd seen what McCarthy could do in OTAs and minicamp, and they weren't about to derail their long-term plan for a 41-year-old, no matter how legendary. Sources like at Albright NFL even joked they'd retire if Rodgers landed in Minnesota. That's how confident they were in McCarthy. Still, you've got to wonder, did we miss a golden opportunity? Could Rodgers have taken us to the promised land in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Skull Nation. What do you think about this choice? Let's talk about the Steelers' angle, because that's where Rodgers' future seems to be headed. Reports from CBS Sports and Bolivip USA Pittsburgh is the frontrunner, with Rodgers dropping hints at events like a Q&A in Austin. He's reportedly been in talks with Mike Tomlin and even through with Steelers' new wideout DK Metcalf. The Steelers' 2025 schedule, with juicy matchups like the Jets in Week 1 and the Packers in Week 8, seems tailor-made for Rodgers to make a statement. But here's the kicker: Rodgers hasn't signed yet. Why the delay? Some speculate he's dealing with personal issues like close friends battling cancer, as he mentioned on Joe Rogan's podcast. Others, like ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, think he might still be holding out for another team, maybe even us. But Fowler's latest update shuts that down. "I checked in with the Vikings. I still don't expect that." So, Vikings fans, are we okay with this? Pittsburgh might get the Rodgers show, but we've got McCarthy's potential. Let's break down what this means for our season. Fast forward to June 10th, 2025. Mandatory minicamp is right around the corner, and the Steelers are sweating, waiting for Rodgers to make a call. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, we're laser-focused on McCarthy. The kid's been putting in work, and early reports from Vikings.com say he's clicking with Justin Jefferson like they've been teammates for years. That chemistry could be deadly in 2025. The Vikings' schedule isn't exactly a cakewalk, though. We've got a Week 4 clash against the Steelers in Ireland. Imagine if Rodgers is their QB. Plus, a primetime showdown with the Packers in Week 8. McCarthy facing Green Bay? That's the kind of narrative that gets fans hyped. Last year, we went 8-9, but with McCarthy's growth and O'Connell's play calling, we could be eyeing a playoff run. So what's the vibe, Skull Nation? Are you pumped for McCarthy to take on the NFL's best? Or do you wish we'd taken a swing at Rodgers? Let's keep this energy going as we look at the bigger picture. Let's get real for a second. Why did the Rodgers rumors even gain traction? It's because we're Vikings fans and we know what a game-changer looks like. Rodgers, with his 475 career touchdowns and 59,055 passing yards, is a living legend. Pairing him with our offense could have been a one-year Super Bowl push. The thought of him torching defenses with Jefferson hauling in 1,500 yards? Pure magic. But the Vikings front office isn't chasing short-term glory. They're building a dynasty. McCarthy's youth, combined with O'Connell's system, gives us a shot at sustained success. Look at our division. The Packers are rebuilding, the Bears are inconsistent, and the Lions are tough but beatable. With McCarthy, we're not just planning for 2025. We're planning for 2030. What do you think, fans? Is this the right call, or should we have gone all in for one big year? Drop your hot takes below, because this debate is heating up. Now, let's talk about the fan base, because Skull Nation is unmatched. When the Rodgers rumors hit, X was on fire. Posts like at Tipskull's March 15th update had us dreaming of a blockbuster move, while others, like at Vikings Fanpage, were all about McCarthy. The split in the fan base was real. Some wanted the proven vet, others wanted the young gun. It's that passion that makes being a Vikings fan so special. The truth is, our team is in good hands. Kevin O'Connell's 21-13 record as head coach shows he knows how to win. Pair that with McCarthy's upside and a defense that ranked 11th in points allowed last year, and we've got something brewing. The Rodgers saga might have been a fun distraction, but it's time to rally behind our guy. So, what's your prediction for McCarthy's first full season as QB1? Will he throw for 4,000 yards? Lead us to the playoffs? Let's hear it, Vikings fans. As we wrap this up, let's look at the 2025 season with fresh eyes. The Vikings are all in on J.J. McCarthy, and the Rodgers rumors are officially dead, thanks to updates from ESPN and Newsweek. Our focus is clear. Build around our young core, dominate the NFC North, and make a deep playoff run. The schedule gives us chances to shine, like that Week 4 international game and the primetime Packers matchup. This is our year, Skull Nation. But here's the thing, football is unpredictable. Could Rodgers still shake things up if he doesn't sign with Pittsburgh? Maybe, but for now, we're riding with McCarthy. His poise, his arm, and his hunger to prove himself are what this team needs. Plus, with O'Connell calling the shots, we're in for some electrifying moments. What's your hype level for 2025 Vikings fans? Are you ready to see McCarthy light it up? Drop a comment, hit that like button, and let's get this Skol chant going. Alright, Skol Nation, we've dissected the Rodgers drama, celebrated our boy JJ McCarthy, and got hyped for the 2025 season. But this is just the beginning. Head over to Vikings.com and Newsweek Sports for the latest Vikings news, because things move fast in the NFL. Are you all in on McCarthy, or do you still dream of a Rodgers miracle? Let's keep this conversation alive in the comments. If you love this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with your fellow Vikings fans. Let's get the whole Skol Nation in on this. Until next time, keep the horns up and let's go get that Super Bowl. Skol Vikings!